Thank you, man. You can hear me? All right, I think you can hear me. All right, my name is Jeremy Rowe, and I only partially hosted tonight's event. I have the lovely Sam who hosted tonight. Sam, where are you coming from?
So I'm here from the YCA panel in New South Wales. We are the representatives of the YCA community. So anyone who's either 35 or younger or within their first 5 years of being a CA, we represent them to the broader CA community. We do things like take feedback and then funnel it up towards the CA structure and the other divisional committees, how they can improve, how they can help their young members. And we also do things like engagement with the community. We help out engagement at universities and high schools, and also career shows and stuff like that. And then most importantly of all, we hold events, things like social, networking, CPD events, just things that the YCA community would want to see and would want to go to, either throughout the year, throughout their career. We try to do an end of financial year, a Christmas event, a couple of CPD events throughout the year, and then a couple of small social events as well. So
beautiful. I should point out, well, actually, I don't even think I can point out my moustache, given it is Movember. Sam obviously is rocking one hell of a moustache. So all awareness for men's mental health and prostate cancer and heart disease and things like that. Anyway, I wanted to point that out personally. What did you think about tonight, given that obviously YCA is that enablement of the young chartered accountant, but today we had young entrepreneurs working. Did you enjoy hosting tonight? What are the things you got out of it?
So I think tonight it was a real experience. So I've been to a couple of these events. I think the first one that I came to was Ag Tech, and I walked into the room and I looked around and I saw 100, 150 young accountants, people walking in off the street, puffer jackets, the type of crowd that I'd like to see at the YCA events. And I was amazed. I was like, how do you get these people here? And then obviously I sat down, had a beverage, and I listened to some of the pitches. And I realised that I think it was about 50-50, maybe a bit more, of the pitches were people over the age of, I'm going to group a lot of people here that may not want to be grouped, but over the age of 30. And I don't know if it was specific to that event, but I thought that it was interesting that it's something that everyone perceives being a startup or entrepreneurial, that it wasn't just people that were young in their startup phase, hitting the ground running with interest in tech. It was a very broad spectrum of people. So I think coming tonight and having a night focused on the YCA was amazing. It's a great experience. Yeah,
I agree. I mean, I think I looked up before tonight. The average age is 43, I think, for a startup founder at the moment. I think that varies between sector and maybe that's based on success. Who knows? But the good thing is, whatever I take that as, I'm 33 at the moment, 34 in a few months, but personally I'm going through my own re-engagement in the startup space. I just love it. I miss it. I was a fish burner for a few years and then joined CA, and I think tonight showcased that, obviously no matter what age you are, you can get into it. Was there one that stuck out tonight? Maybe two, or maybe just a theme that you saw about what do we have, 8 pitches tonight?
Yeah, so we had 8 pitches tonight. I think the ones they're all pretty amazing pitches. I think the ones that stuck out were potentially the ones that I feel a connection to in terms of that provides something to me, or in the other sense that provides something to, I guess, either society or I guess the community in general. So obviously a big one was the what was it, the Pragnetics
I love that one.
With the walking stick, like amazingly simple, fundamental idea. Like there's no, it's not a platform that's required hours and hours of technical knowledge. It's a very simple product that services a need to an increasing amount of people within our society. I mean, look, the way my back is going at the moment, I'm the same in my early 30s, and I think I'll need one soon enough.
I shouldn't laugh.
I mean, look, there's no go into that. But then, on the converse side, when I was talking about something that helps me specifically, was a Scrollo.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of. I hope none of the partners that I work for are online at the moment, but I spent a bit of today scrolling through Instagram, Twitter, that sort of thing. And sometimes I think to myself, as I'm scrolling and I continue to scroll, why am I doing this? But you go to the next video, you go to the next whatever it is, and you just get that endorphin hit, and you're like, let's keep doing this. It's crazy.
It's creepy. I have these buggered. I'm going to actually call out that tomorrow is just to provide foundation to my comment. Tomorrow is International Toilet Day. And I find myself on the Royal Crown on these platforms to the extent where my girlfriend's maybe waiting to head off to work, and I find myself going, I have lost myself in these platforms. And so I welcome the introduction. I think this has always been coming, these sorts of tools, because this digital nativity for the young people coming through, kids 10 to 14 to 18, it's a weird world to come into, because at least, I guess, from the early 30s sort of perspective, we find ourselves being able to grapple the old world to the new, and we can sort of make sense of it. I feel a lot for the people who are coming through just under us. I think this tool, that one of the 8 tonight, was a great one to just help think about it from a more human perspective and make more sense of it, so we can enjoy it but also not lose our souls to it.
I would genuinely love to see what happens. So obviously there's an app now to help you stop scrolling, but obviously all these apps are designed to keep you scrolling.
Yeah.
I'd love to see the arms race to how this eventuates and who wins, or if it's a matter of for 1 year I can have a very productive work life and personal life, and then the next year Twitter and Instagram have sorted out how to get around it, and then once again we go back to spending a lot of time scrolling, and then someone comes out with something else. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out in that space.
Absolutely. I think we should close off with a couple comments. Sam, is there anything you'd like to share with the audience tonight? Anything, literally anything.
I think I'd like to kick off with promoting the YCA and YCA community. We, as I guess a group throughout COVID, we disappeared a bit. And we're really hoping to re-engage with not even just the young chartered accountants, but people outside of that as well. Like, I don't see why we shouldn't be a community or a space where we provide something to not only CA members, but like how we're here tonight, helping out people who need help pitching. And I think that's how CA works, is they provide something to not only CA members, but people who need help in accounting, need help with business, anything like that.
Beautiful, beautiful. And I'll just round off by saying anyone watching today, I think the predominant audience is founders on Fishburners Live. We have up to 10 CAs coming through every 90 days to the Fishburners network. They are given a seat, they are given opportunity to run a session, they are given the opportunity to promote themselves, and I would love you guys to be aware of that. We have 10 more coming in March 1st. We just had the November cohort that will run over Christmas. They can help you get everything right, start right, grow right from a foundational perspective. But capital raising, R&D grant incentives, product development, business partnerships, they're well networked. Definitely tap into the CAs helping you guys. That's what they're there for. They don't charge you for it. Why not use them? As I said in my speech at the start, I worked in 5 startups, 3 failed, the 2 that succeeded. I actually talked to the very beige suit-wearing accountant that I thought was boring as all hell, and he actually helped me succeed. So why not? Thank you.
We're done.
We're done.
All right. And can I borrow the mic? So the purpose of this one is obviously to capture the conversation out there for people who has missed out the event. Have you talked about your link already? No. How people find you?
No.
All right. So very cheesy. Look at the camera. Look at the camera.
Yep.
Everyone, if you want to find Sam, if you want to find Jeremy, and all the good things they are talking about, follow the link in the description below. Come on, point.
Google CA Catalyst.
Yeah,
Google
follow
CA
the link
Catalyst.
in the description below. And now we wave to the cameras to say bye because we have sponsor message. Hello, we are back at Fishburner Live, and now tonight we have some, how can I say, old-timer, young founders.
Old-timers.
How many times have you pitched at Fishburner now?
This will be my third.
Third time.
Third time.
And second time and CA event.
Yes. But
Because
we
you
love
just need to look for them. You just need to.
Yeah, well, we love accountants, so we have to be pitching at.
All right. We have Kate and Matt from Brieff. Have I read the name correctly?
Yeah,
Brieff,
that's right.
Elevator pitch now, Kate.
Yeah, so Brieff is a SaaS product that helps accountants enhance and scale advisory services, enabling them to kind of be the next generation advisors to all of their small business clients.
So beyond bookkeeping,
Yeah.
beyond tax return, beyond simple auditing.
Yeah, they are the trusted advisors and enabling them to be able to give that advice at scale to all their
Such
businesses.
as what?
Business improvement. So, for example, a small business, and they're often doing this already, going to their accountant saying, how do I retain talent, or how do I, have enough cash to plan to open my next bakery, or all of these aspects, right? And they are always going to their accountant for that advice, and being able to really make that scalable and have every accountant be able to give that advice to all of their clients.
Yeah. So business improvement, that's very broad though.
Yeah.
How do you what kind of support you can provide to the accountant if they subscribe or use your service? You are a SaaS model, right?
Yeah. SaaS model.
What exactly? How would the accountant use it to get better idea of advising their client?
Yeah. So a big pain point for accountants right now is just the amount of time it takes to prep for an advisory session.
Okay.
And so getting information from the client ahead of time, ahead of that session, and automating that process about how their small business client is feeling in that month. Some of the concerns, maybe the top 3 points they want to talk about, and then marry that along with their client's financial data for that month, along with how they're tracking on their KPIs and goals. And being able to have one, what we call a brief snapshot of that, to be able to quickly get up to speed on their client's business and be able to answer those questions in a really quality way.
So somehow the accounting platform data flow into Brieff, and Brieff would fully automate it?
Yeah, so we do pull the accounting data straight from Xero.
Only Xero?
Only Xero at the moment.
Not MYOB yet?
Not yet.
Why not?
We want to basically get the product in a really good position and make sure
a bit closer to the mic.
We make sure that we're delivering a lot of value for the accountants first before we start expanding to different platforms.
But with all due respect of Xero, I use Xero in free business. But there are still a lot of established kind of small medium business that has been ongoing for a long time. They have all the data in MYOB or other older platform. They just cannot get out of it. And they are, if you don't mind call it that way, they are the cash cow and the bread and butter of most accounting practice, particularly small accounting practice at the moment. So you are. Does it make sense? You put Xero first, but you should have put MYOB first.
So the reason why we do Xero first is Xero has a really integrated ecosystem.
Of course.
And we want to be able to tie into that Xero ecosystem and actually build the functionality in a product and then later grow that functionality to other platforms. But absolutely 100%, our goal is to get every business owner and accountant working together to achieve their goals.
So Xero is the first test market.
That's correct.
First beachhead.
Early adopters.
I want to highlight one thing. Xero is in fact a Fishburner partner, and all our content, I'm not sure if this one will, all our content goes straight to New Zealand Xero's co-working hub, where their development team in theory would sort of browse it every now and then to find new ideas. So how about MYOB? Why not? When will MYOB user benefit from automatic brief preparation?
So we're really hoping to expand, I guess, after we validate that we're adding a lot of value to the accountant's life. So that's, at the moment, that's probably going to be later next year. Initially, we hope to get a product out early next year that we can work with the Xero partners and then get that functioning really well. But yeah, we don't want to deliver something that isn't adding value or significant value at that. And then expansion is definitely just after that.
Now, I still feel that, say, business improvement is too broad, it's too broad a scope, it's very wide. It could be staff costs, it could be overhead, it could be logistic costs, it could be inventory costs, it could be sales performance. Many area of problems.
And that's the problem with advisory, right? And because it is so broad. And that's what accountants are really struggling with, because they have to prepare for every facet. So
that's right.
With using Brieff, they're able to quickly see what their clients want to talk about and what type of advisory they're asking for. And so being able to quickly prep for that session is really the aim of Brieff, and being able to do that quickly, and it narrows down their focus so they know what to focus on ahead of time.
So tell me what is the AI, what is the benchmark reference do you use, or you just pick out the category? Because sometimes when you compare a business performance, you need to look at the norm of that market. It could be foundation, sort of fundamental reason in that market for business to perform that way. So what data source do you have, and how do you provide some reference point for for advisory.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
So for the beta,
Yep.
we're pulling information from the client themselves, so
Okay.
unstructured data from them as well, and
Yep.
then as well as from their financial information.
Unstructured data
From them.
from them. What unstructured data are you talking
Any
about?
sort of commentary they may have, so
I
a
see, I
question
see.
they may have, a comment, things like that, so their accountant knows ahead of time.
Yep.
But then also their financial information from the previous month, and then
Yep.
how they're tracking along those KPIs. As we go forward into the product roadmap,
Yep.
we'll be able to look at benchmarking their
Okay,
performance
exactly.
against other small businesses within their industry.
That's
and
right.
that would be, other small businesses within the Brieff platform,
Yep.
as well as using publicly available information from the ATO.
Yep.
And something else that I just add on to that is the biggest reference point at the moment that we really want to facilitate is the client goal piece.
Yeah.
And actually build a process and system around the goals that they would like to achieve. And that shapes how the accountant views the financial information.
The client want to achieve, you mean your client accountant, or you mean the end user,
I mean-
small business?
I mean the small business client.
small business
So what
client,
do they want to achieve out of their business?
Yep.
And then how do you use that financial information to shape that journey?
I can already tell you more sales, lower costs, higher yield, better cash flow, and less headcount.
Yeah,
Perfect.
perfect.
Now just got to track it.
Yep, exactly. So since the last pitch,
Yeah.
did you put some number up there? It was too many good pitch tonight. Did you put up some really positive number? I was, wow, clapping for you.
Yep, so we have 16 accounting firms testing our MVP
Already
at the
signed
moment.
up.
Yep, and 27 firms on our wait list at the moment.
On the wait list.
But yeah,
Why
16
wait
firms giving
list?
us
Why
feedback.
can't they just jump in and start using Pilot with you?
Yep, so the way that we've been doing it right now, especially with our MVP, is really getting our ideal customer, using Brieff and then giving us really incredible feedback. And so
Okay.
we partner with 16 firms who are doing that in a really structured way, but we'll be going live in February
Yeah.
and taking that to the public for them to use.
Who's your CTO?
Rukshan Silva is
Okay.
our CTO. So he's our third co-founder. He's not here tonight, but
Alright, okay.
he's an incredible part of our team.
that's right.
Has been helping us build the product and being able to be ready for
I was
scale.
just about to crack a joke about, is there any capacity program, too many bucks, that's why you don't want to ramp
Yeah.
up too many Pilot? You say, yeah,
No,
it is okay. It is okay.
It's
Software always go through a
Yeah.
learning phase and
Well, we've been
ironing out
making-
phase.
yeah, and we've
It is
been-
absolutely okay.
Yeah, and we've been making changes based on the feedback and really making sure that we get a product that really solves the problems for accountants before we, kind of expand and really grow that number.
As long as your apps is performing better than a complex macro-driven Excel spreadsheet,
Yeah.
you are adding value to the whole value chain.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
How many briefs are being generated nowadays on average? Or total? What is total so far number of briefs generated on your Pilot users?
So at the moment we don't have the analytics on that piece because we're really going in depth into how their current process is.
Okay.
And we're really getting to understand what they like about our solutions at the moment.
Yep.
So when we start rolling that out, we will definitely keep a track on the analytics piece. But the
Yep.
first part we're rolling out, we're super interested to understand is the check-in piece.
Okay.
So part of the brief is that gathering the client information. So when we release that, say later this year, early December.
Hey, come on, we are already
Yeah, I know.
18th of November.
Absolutely.
It's only 3 weeks to
That's
Christmas
right.
party.
That's right, 100%. So that check-in piece is so vital to Brieff because it's about the client, and we
And
really want
I'm
to see how they're
already
using
start
that.
drinking for the Christmas. Okay. So, pitching at CA event
Yeah.
so far help you build connections.
I think so. It's so incredible. Everyone is so kind, and just being able to be around with like-minded people, talking about startups, talking about the accounting industry, it's really incredible.
I missed the point earlier that either of you, Kate and Matt, are accounting background, or are you just general business management MBA background?
General business, so
Yeah.
I come from a finance background,
Okay.
and Matt comes from a chemical engineering background. But
Chemical engineering.
yes,
Yeah, so chemical engineer by background, but I did business transformation for a few years at Santos.
For chemical industry.
For oil and gas. So
Oil and gas.
yeah, and that was a really interesting experience.
That's okay.
Yes, yeah, we learned a lot about.
Are you telling me, Matt? You are from America. You are Aussie.
Yes.
A chemical engineering background. You do not want to research in the next battery chemical formula, but you want to do accounting, bookkeeping, business improvement work.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So, electric car, you don't have Matt. Accountant, you have Matt. All right. World Cup. You've been in England. You guys met each other in Oxford during your postgrad study.
Yeah.
You must have at least been to at least one soccer match.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So World Cup coming up in how many days? Next week.
Next week?
Next week, 20th. Oh, no, actually Sunday night. Sunday night, first game. Okay. So which team are you cheering for?
I'm cheering for the underdog.
Which is?
Obviously the US, right?
Alright.
I mean, Australia's gotta take it home.
Australia, Germany, England, they're my top three.
Oh, come
Australia.
Yeah.
Australia. All right. Okay. So if everyone's going to, how can I say, cheering for Australia in World Cup, follow Matt. Link in the description below. If anyone want to improve your business, I mean all the accountants out there, if you want to improve your Brieff process, follow the link in the description. Find Kay and Matt to see how Brieff can help you out there to improve your advisory service workflow and do better business and bring more sales, lower cost, higher headcount, higher headcount efficiency, and better performance, better cash flow for your clients.
Yeah, all of it.
All right.
Yeah.
One more question.
Sure.
Because I've been doing the talking, I give the mic to you. What would you like to ask the audience to give you?
Yeah, we would love the audience. If anyone who is an accountant, interested in advisory, wanting to try new things, we would love for you to join our waitlist at Brieff.io. Brieff with 2 Fs.
Yeah, and I would just say that I would like people to get involved in Fishburners because we love this place. We have met so many people through here, and it's a really welcoming space to be.
And develop your pilot customer base and the wait list through here.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%.
It's been incredible.
Get involved with Fishburners, please.
Yeah.
All right. Bye-bye to the camera, and we go to our sponsor message.
Thank you for all the people that are watching online. I believe we have people from England, Israel, the US.
Okay, my name is Alex. I'm the founder of Pragnetics.
First-hand dramatic impact of climate change.
We will send a read-only copy.
Please jump on here, send us.
Look, my fingers just touch my stream deck. Are you a gamer?
No.
You've been watching enough YouTube.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So, YouTuber Essential 2 Stream Deck. I have an app here that control our live stream.
Okay. Too easy.
AdWord from UNSW.
Correct.
10X program. What would you like to shout out to all your friends out there at UNSW?
Oh, hello. How are things? I hope you're having a good Friday night.
And we have AdWord from UNSW 10X Founders or UNSW Founders 10X Acceleration Program.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
And we are so glad to have you here. And you enjoy the event?
Oh, phenomenal. I mean, love the outcome, love the event. It was great.
The outcome is what?
we won.
You won.
Yeah.
Into the mic. Speak into
sorry.
No, it's
Yeah.
all right. Just make sure that because it's so noisy out there.
Yeah.
All right, just to show everyone online, we still have, you see that we are sitting here and we still have lots of people. I guess it's about 40 or 50 people still networking out there at the moment. We go back to this camera. All right, what is Goodx about?
Yeah, so essentially we created Goodx out of a few problems that we noticed in the market. Everyone in our founding team has had some interaction with small business owners, as have probably most of you as the audience. You probably talk to 5 or 6 small business owners each day.
Yep.
So we were creating a valuation algorithm, and then we realized, hey, there's no real marketplace for people who want to buy and sell their business. Like, you can create this phenomenally great and successful business that you spend your life building, and then there's no facilities to sell. I mean, there's a few...
No common marketplace, is that what you mean?
No friendly or user-friendly...
Speak into the mic.
Yeah, so
don't wave it around yet.
No user-friendly marketplace. So that's
right.
what we wanted to solve for.
But traditionally, small business sales has always been through broker networks.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
correct.
right.
So I mean, we've noticed there's not a lot of tech within this space.
Not yet.
And a lot of brokers are, I guess,
one-man band.
One-man band.
They keep working hard to find the business to sell, and they keep working hard to find client potentially to sell business.
Yeah, definitely. And what we've noticed is there's no one way that they sell a business. There's no standardization, which is what we want to bring to the market. We want to bring a robust, standardized approach.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
What kind of size of the business are you talking about? Are you talking about small family business type, 2-man business, retail business, or are you talking about 15, 20 staff, multiple million, well, not multiple million, most likely 20 staff. You're talking about $100, $200 million size business or something like that?
Yeah, so I mean, my dream one day would to be selling one of those businesses that is on the AFR through our platform. But currently we service anyone who's got a business valued at about $1 million through to 50 mil. We can go a bit above those marks. We can go a bit below. But 1 to 50 mil is really where our bread and butter is. Within the professional service industry. So your insurance, financing, marketing, SaaS, startups as well.
I forgot the name of your business.
Goodx.
Goodx. That's right.
Good
Goodx.
selling experience.
Good selling experience. So tell us a little bit more. So what is the user journey look like from a vendor point of view? If I have built a small business, I want to offload it now, and then what's the user journey look like?
Yeah, great question. So what we do, someone will either be approached by us or they'll come directly. Once they come on site, they sign up and they go through a very easy onboarding. And what that allows us to do is create a personalized dashboard, and it allows us to best service them. Once they've done that, they can then go on site and they can list their business for sale. They can list the full sale, or they can do a portion of the business for sale. It's a really streamlined process. We just ask for very high-level information.
Of course. Because actually, most founder or owner would hesitate to disclose all the financial information.
Yeah, exactly correct. And it's what people upload is just enough to have a conversation. So once they've uploaded that, and it's all anonymized, I should mention. Once they've done that, a buyer will come on site, and if they're interested, they'll start talking to you. Now, we've got all the facilities to go end to end with the deal. So once you start talking and they're interested, and you can share documents. Now, we always have a human behind.
So the data.
We've got the data room.
Room. Security issue and things.
Yeah, that's all. It's all done by us, all on site. And if they go to access a document, you require an NDA to access that document. So it's all secure.
NDA.
Non-disclosure agreement.
Okay.
And then once the deal is underway, we always have one person of our team behind the deal. So there's always someone you can call, and we'll constantly be checking in at various points throughout the deal, and be available for you to facilitate the deal. We're a tech-enabled platform. Once the deal's underway, you can then start going back and forth on offers. We have a heads of sale agreement, which, sorry, there's a bit of technical term, but that's a non-binding business sale document. And that just gets down the core details. What's the sale price? What are the basic terms? it's really just that initial document to start getting the ball rolling. From there, we then have our own buy and sell side lawyers, which you can access on site, and then as the deal goes on, there's more facilities. We get more involved the later the deal goes on. We've got financing, insurance, we've got due diligence advisory, and then we help with the settlement.
We all know that when buying and selling such a high value transaction and such a complex deal, it does require a lot of people chemistry to happen first. And it is actually quite common for a sales to happen is that the outgoing founder and the new incoming operator or entrepreneur would need to know each other for half a year, kick tire for half a year, go to dinner together, talk, everything under the sun. Because it's not just buying and selling a piece of things. You're taking over a huge responsibility, including all the staff, and potentially some liability on the book as well. And some of the liability may not be absolutely clear in writing, and some of the tidying work need to be done. So how do you overcome that through a digital platform? Because you can't replace a human interaction.
Yeah, great question. What to unpack in that? So the first part, how do we actually, we're not replacing the human interaction. There's always a human behind a deal. We've created a really intuitive product, and that's where our value for our CMO really comes in. She understands the human journey so well. Our Chief Marketing Officer, Tess. She understands how to create a really compelling story and user journey. So they feel like there's always someone that they can call at any one point, which there is. So the next part to that question, I guess, is the relationship between buyer and seller. And that is definitely fostered over time. We don't necessarily think these deals happen like that. I mean, the shortest period of time a deal could happen on site is about 30 days, but I mean, it is also a long thing. Now, in relation to the liability perspective, we've actually brought a underwriter from the UK, CFC, over to Australia to create an insurance product that insures against your warranties and liabilities. Because in Australia, if you sell a business, you're liable for any claims or warranties you say up to 7 years. So that's So we've actually protected small businesses from that. Now, again, I want to iterate, we're a tech-enabled platform. We're not a tech-led platform. We have tech in the business. There is ultimately always a human there. But we can obviously work with more people at scale by allowing tech to help us out.
Fantastic. Maybe a bit too much detail for today now.
Sorry.
Okay, moving right along. Okay, so we have we talked about that you won the Judges Award?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay, so Goodx, Edward from UNSW 10X founder team have won the Big Fish Award for tonight.
Thank you.
So, tell all the other fellow 10X program participants how's your Fishburner experience has been.
But before I get into it, I'd just like to say thanks to everyone else who pitched today. Like, they were all phenomenal. Everyone was as good as the last. So congrats to everyone who did that. Fellow 10X participants, great outcome. Good one to bring home to the 10X program, and we've really enjoyed our time at Fishburners. I'd recommend you all, and I will be probably Slack messaging you after this.
When there is another pitch opportunity, you think it will fit your startup, do pop in and make sure you sign up to pitch at Fishburner. So why you were nominated to pitch tonight, but not other 10X member?
I think it's just by nature of what we're doing. We are a young entrepreneur, but we're very, very closely linked to the accounting sector.
That's right, yes.
I would say almost every one of the accountants who are probably on the audience or just generally has had some interaction with small business and more importantly, M&A.
Exactly. So, I do not know. That's why I want to know. Was there a conversation over at UNSW before they said, Edward, go ahead, or was it just it land on your email box first, or you reply first?
Yeah, no, we all draw sticks. No, it was just by luck. I think.
You spot the email first.
We spotted the email, and I think there was another company who's also in the accounting industry, but they were they had something on tonight. So
all right, okay, so they missed out.
They missed out.
All right, we don't mention the name.
No.
But so everyone, okay, no, final, okay. It's very cheesy.
Yeah.
Look at the camera and say, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to find out what Edwards has been doing at Goodx, good experience.
Good selling experience.
Good selling experience. And Goodx, follow the link in the description below. Final question. For you asking the audience, what would you like them to do for you?
Yeah, if you know anyone looking to sell or buy a business, please refer them to our site, and we'll be raising some money next year, so please get in contact now. You can send a message to deals, DEALS, at goodx.com.au, and we can take it from there.
Follow the link in the description. World Cup coming. Are you a football fan?
I'm not. I'm a rugby guy, but...
Would you be watching any football in the next few weeks?
Depends who asks me.
Depends. Okay. All right. Okay. Depends who asks Edward. So we might be talking about football or no football next time.
Hopefully.
Thank you so much for coming to Fishburner to pitching tonight. I hope you had good fun time.
Oh, it was great. All
right. Look at the camera and wave goodbye. See you, everyone. That's all for tonight. We will see you at the next pitch night. It shall be 1st of December or 2nd of December. See you next time. Bye-bye. So the world is actually always a bit confusing to me sometimes. But anyway, we have actually another pair of guests tonight, and we have Georgia is going to interview another founders pitching tonight. I forgot your name.
Alex,
that's right. Alex from
Pragnetics.
Is that, which one is mine? That one is mine. Give it to me. Take it away, young lady.
You got this.
I'm not prepared for this. Are you?
I'm not prepared either. Fully off the cuff.
Have you had a few drinks as well?
I've had a few drinks as well, so can confirm I had a few drinks, and so feeling pretty loose. But yeah, it's been pretty good. It's been a good night so far.
Been a good night.
Yeah.
Cool. So tell me a bit more about your startup. What led you to start this solution to a problem that many of us don't encounter on a daily basis?
Yes. I work as a physiotherapist, full time, and any health practitioner will know. You have one of those hard days where you feel like you just overexerted yourself. You've been up and down stairs around the ward and things like that. And I was looking back on my day and I was like, man, I must have picked up at least 50 walking sticks off the ground. So I had a little think, and I was walking on my way back to my car. And then I went to put my phone on my magnetic walking mount, my magnetic walking aid, my magnetic car mount. And then I realized, why is there nothing like this for walking sticks or crutches? Why is there no magnetic crutch or walking stick? Because this will prevent so many walking aid drops. And so that's what started the idea for the magnetic walking aid. So, yeah.
Amazing. And how has the journey been so far? Because you've been doing it for a couple of years, right?
Yes, yeah. So it's, obviously I have no business background. I'm a physiotherapist by trade. It's been a bit of a learning curve, learning how to set up a company, learning how to patent an idea, learning how to create CAD files, to then manufacture a physical product. And so, it's been, quite a journey, but glad to have a final result, a final product that we can use. And so,
What's been the biggest lesson that you've learned?
Biggest lesson? Just trying to be frugal, trying not to jump straight into something. Just trying to save money, think about things. Don't try and solve problems too quickly. Ask a few friends around, ask your advisor, ask your core group of friends or your network whether this is a good idea before you proceed with a particular thing. So was my biggest lesson.
Are you part of a startup community of any description?
So I did do a pre-accelerator program at the University of New South Wales, which was really helpful. And so I progressed through that. Learn a whole bunch coming from zero knowledge, and so I would definitely recommend doing any type of accelerator to further your skills in that respect. And so
And what is one piece of advice that you'd give to people who want to start their own?
Just be patient. Be prepared to come up against a lot of obstacles. Be prepared to fail. Take it slowly. If you need to take a step away from the business for a little bit and then come back to it, that's totally fine. Just be prepared to pursue. If you really feel like it's passionate or something close to your heart, and you can really see the idea playing out, making sure that you follow through. So
it's really good advice.
Thank
you.
Nice. Thanks, Georgia.
Excellent.
Cheers. It's been great.
Keep going.
Keep going. Keep rolling. Any questions from the audience?
I don't think so. I don't think we have any question from the audience, but I have a question. It's actually, I want to tell you what happened during the audience vote.
Yes.
We have 167 audience vote from tonight. You were actually leading for the first 3/4 of that 2-3 minutes. And then until a certain moment, Brieff, that Kate, when we just interviewed earlier, and Cameron from Unscroll come up, catch up, and equal when we were hitting 150 some audience vote mark. And that's why when Sam, the MC, look at the computer with me, he will say, 3 equal wins. How do we decide? And then he walked back up because he need to announce the winner.
Yes.
And that's why he said, man, what's the result? That's why I have to read it out last second. It was only in the last 2 votes that Cameron came out just edge forward. You are definitely equal first, second.
Yes.
Well done.
Thank you.
Audience.
How does that make you feel?
The audience obviously love your idea.
No, I appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Look, it's tough to lose it by such a small margin, but considering I guess I didn't really know anyone personally from the audience, so I was glad. People thought the idea was really good, and they were able to assign me a few votes. So thank you to everyone for voting.
All right. So if you would like to help Alex with your product,
it's called Stick, STIC, Stick, and our company's called Pragnetics.
Follow the link in the description below. I'll put the link down there. And what's your ask for the audience today?
Just to follow me on social media, Pragnetics, at Pragnetics. Bring awareness, and if you've got a grandma or a grandpa that use a walking stick.
Is it available to order now?
It's available to order right now on our website.
Fantastic.
Good Christmas present.
What?
You should tell your grandparents.
My grandparents expired a long time ago. My parents, my own parents could potentially benefit from that one.
That's it. Yeah.
Do you mail deliver globally?
We mail deliver just within Australia currently.
Okay, at the moment.
At the moment, yep. E-commerce, so we deliver it to your doorstep. So feel free to check out our website, www.pragnetics.com.au, and we can order that to you.
Fantastic.
Beautiful.
Are they manufactured in Australia?
Right now they're manufactured in Australia, right in Sydney.
What's the traction been like?
The traction's been good, so we've sold a couple of hundred.
Couple of hundred,
yeah. So about 250 so far, and so people are liking them, people are using them. We've got a lot of good feedback, and so it's hopefully we can continue to increase our sales. And so
Got the product market fit.
Sorry?
Got the product market fit.
Got the product market fit. Yeah. So feel free to check us out.
Can Australian senior claim it as their aged care package?
So you can't claim it as aged care package, but
it's not expensive, right?
It's not expensive. So if you're a pensioner and you have like you can get 10% GST off any medical device, so you can claim that 10% back on if you have a pension.
You mean a piece of magnet and metal is a medical device?
Yes. So it's a therapeutic device.
Simple but effective.
Simple but effective. Yes.
I know. Okay. Look at the camera and we wave goodbye. Follow the link in the description to find out more about Alex. And see you next time.
See you. Thank you very much. Thank you.